Aspilicueta, Christensen, Zuma and Emerson in defense. Jorginho as anchorman alongside Kovacic. Pedro Barkley, Mount, well, working the midfield, forward going. Tammy Abraham, well, he'll be expected to deliver the goals. Big game, big night, big cast for a big audience. Welcome to Star Power for the next 90 minutes as United host Chelsea.
And Femi, also a big game for some kind of small players. I know insults to them. They never blew. Players like Mason Mount, I think Lampard knows him so well, managing with Derby County. The Tammy Abraham scored a lot of goals for Aston Villa when they got promoted. And also when United, kind of shocking, their squad depth really not making sense. The debut for that man, talking about Harry Maguire, the most expensive defender ever. Wan-Bissaka debut at Old Trafford. Also, big pressure on that man. Talking about Marcia, because he got the number 9 officially at United. So much pressure on him. And also, Rashford, one player I didn't think have not really lived up to the hype. So it's going to be crazy. Right now, players are beginning to stamp their authority in their different squad. Zuma also, I think the reason why Chelsea sold Lewis to Arsenal was because of him. So these players have points to prove, Femi. We're going to, not just in this game, I think it's going to be a long time. But they say the earlier the better, Femi. Let's just wait and see what will happen.
We're waiting, and every bit of it. So is the referee in this game, who is waiting to set everything afire. You'd clearly want to know the man in charge, and will give you that. Anthony Taylor is the man who will set us aglow. He will be assisted by Gary Beswick and Adam Nunn. Fourth official is Lee Mason, but who mans VAR miles away? Stuart Atwell, assisted by Stephen Child. We are officially on the way as, well, United set us going. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams and the next 90 minutes that could produce absolutely anything, even the unexpected.
Yeah, Femi, it seems to be a diluted fixture by the high-profile nature of these sides, and I use that line because of the fact that we have, like I did say earlier, some players who ordinarily would not have been here last season having a chance to strut their stuff from the start of the fixture. But apparently there are points to be proved by these guys. The attacking department of the two sides have players who have not really made their mark in the Premier League, like I did say for Marcus Rashford. He got 10 goals, and that was the most prolific season he had with Manchester United last time. For Marcus Rashford, the best he has done on the Manchester United jersey, scored 11 goals in the Premier League season. So you look at that and you're wondering where the goals will come from for Manchester United in this game. Chelsea are not a different proposition themselves, because as much as he scored 26 goals for Aston Villa last season, speaking about the young guy Tammy Abraham, he's not yet proved his mettle as a player for Chelsea. And even look at the bench, Olivier Giroud, how many goals did he get in the Premier League last season for them? I think 2 goals or thereabout. Pedro, who's starting to score just 8. So, you know, it's a game that lacks quality as far as high-profile names are concerned compared to the past. But apparently we're hoping these young and new talents can add some extra spark to this one.
It's a minute and a half played in this game, United and Chelsea, as Frank Lampard comes out for his first Premier League match in charge of his team away against Manchester United, who themselves are starting their first full season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's a whole lot to expect between these two legends of their clubs, and all eyes will be on them. Perhaps they'll be stealing some of the limelight that these players should enjoy on the afternoon.
They don't blow for me before. I'm talking about Frank Lampard. It's not his first time he's been winning here. He's 1 year as a player, also in 1 year as a manager, where he brought Derby County, I think in Carabao Cup last. They beat United right here. So Lampard is kind of comfortable in 2 zones, player and manager, and knows how to win. But the question right now, there are some teams you face, even though you don't have a good team, morale is very, very high, I think, right now, especially the first game of the season. I think Solskjaer is under huge pressure because I think some people expected United to sign a lot of players. They sold their goal scorer, they sold Fellaini, they sold Herrera, and they will be properly replaced. And no insult to these two teams. like Chuma really pointed out, in terms of quality, Femi is like Wolverhampton Wanderers of Everton. Not really the big zone, but in terms of club and colour, is United versus Chelsea.
Here come Chelsea with a chance. A cross from the right. Well, stopped by the new big man, Harry Maguire. But the supply looked problematic enough from Mount. The young lad trying to make heads turn. Everybody's back defending for United. Marcus Rashford is there and is their lone man up front. The corner is from the right. I'll let you know how they're playing in just a bit. The corner is taken. Chelsea still in with control. Chelsea rattles the post. Comes right back. It's Tammy Abraham's first question asked. United living dangerously. Chelsea come again. Pedro. It goes high and wide.
Crazy Femi. Right now, Tammy Abraham, what man that was so good for Aston Villa right now, proving why he should be in the team. And from the kind of positive for Chelsea, normally we know Chelsea players, they get first in football at Vitesse or different clubs. They have the number of players out on loan, but they normally don't play for Chelsea. But right now, you see young players. There's Tammy, there's Missing Mount, there's Tomori on the bench, there's Kennedy, there's Van Ginkel, not really on the bench, there's Usun Odoi, there's James Trees. These are players that Frank Lampard wants to like evolve and put in the squad. So Femi, you can say, though Chelsea might not really be going for big teams this season, but there's this project about youth which is working for them.
Well, Femi, if I should add, I think that United really were culpable there as far as their defending was concerned. The centre-back partnership of Maguire and Lindelof making that mistake, warranting the opportunity that came the way of Tammy Abraham. And for a team that kept only 7 clean sheets in the Premier League last season, Manchester United spent all the money they spent, 50 for Bissaka and 80 or thereabout for Maguire, because they wanted solidity in defence, and that's not what we expect from all that money spent in the first 5 minutes. They're lucky that the woodwork stopped that chance from getting to the back of the net.
5 minutes played. United come asking questions of their own. On the left, the Marcus Rashford is in there. They're forced back, but they still keep the ball in Chelsea's half. Chelsea look to steal the ball now. Free kick certainly. Referee Mr. Taylor standing right there. He'll probably have a quick word with McTominay. It's a deliberate pullback there. The referee deciding perhaps to let it slide.
Because it's kind of early.
Well, Anthony Martial is playing to the left. He was pretty much involved in that rare opportunity in the first 5 minutes for United. Nothing has happened for them yet. It's Chelsea who come here to Stamford Bridge in their all-blue shirt and shorts, white socks on this occasion, playing from right to left of our monitoring screen. United, the home team, are in their red over white shorts and black socks. In the first 6 minutes, they've been on the back foot. Kozuma for Chelsea. He comes left, finding Emerson. Emerson pushing forward, but the United defensive formation holding. Here comes Aspilicueta on the right. He floats one into the box. It's headed by the new man. And United clear their lines again, only as far as Chelsea. But they can steal the ball now. Anthony Martial finds Rashford. The pass is disappointing. And Chelsea snuffed that out for the umpteenth time in the early exchanges. And they're taking all the time in the world. A chance for United. What pretty lackadaisical in the strike from Anthony Martial.
Apparently we're having payback. First chance for Chelsea, the one that hit the woodwork, courtesy of the strike from the great guy, of course, for this side, hoping to become a legend in his own right. Tammy Abraham came as a result of the mistake in the United back line, and this time around Chelsea decided to respond with another favour themselves. Kozuma with a wrong back pass to his centre-back partner, and gave that chance for Anthony Martial to take the shot. Unfortunately for him, he didn't add that much power and ferocity to the strike, and it was easy for Kepa Arrizabalaga to go down and save that. So 2 glaring chances coming through for the two sides here, and both as a result of defensive errors.
Femi, I think also we have men on the mission in this game. No insults to Kozuma. I think at times a good defender. but I think he let it go, let him get in his head. And we've seen it right there. I think Martial didn't really take that opportunity. It's crazy. But looking at Chelsea, you can see tactically wise that Lampard is coming in with his team. I think right now, looking at this formation, he's playing 4-2-3-1 formation. Kovacic and Jorginho in midfield, Barkley mainly on the wings right now. So he's playing pivot in midfield. I think this is where Kante will thrive well, that pivot in midfield. People complain about Kante not starting. Note, if you follow Chelsea during pre-season, Kante didn't really participate a lot in pre-season. It was mainly Jorginho and Kovacic, and Lampard coming out to hype him a lot. So I think Lampard is coming with the flow of team coming to play right here. But Femi, I'm 100% sure what we've seen in the first 9 minutes, go this way, Femi.
Well, the atmosphere is electric at, well, the Theatre of Dreams today. United have relocated their fans to a section on the right side of the Stretford end of their stadium. The attention is being placed on improving the atmosphere for the home fans. It's what you call the singing section. The fans are doing a whole lot of that.
Choir section.
While the Chelsea fans are responding with plenty of noise themselves. It's a noisy theatre today. Chelsea come attacking again. And this time, on the right, the cross comes into the hole, begging for the tap in. Everybody misses it. Wan-Bissaka to Chelsea's Barkley. Finds Pedro. Hovering, goes right. The cutback is good. It takes a deflection. The hair gathers. But trouble for United. 9.5 minutes played.
For me, defensively, they are slipping right now. You can see there's a little bit of misunderstanding between Adi Maguire and Lindelof once or twice right there. Because Adi Maguire is mainly back while Lindelof is kind of pushing. There should be a line. And Chelsea are working towards it. You can see Pedro and Barkley putting the ball in because Tammy has the height. He can also score. And also he has the pace. I think United they need to be more coordinated in defense. Otherwise, they'll be punished because these boys, they are not smiling.
And Luke Shaw doesn't look sure at all, with all the respect to him in that left full-back position. Should have done better, I think, as regards not allowing that cross come through in the first place from Pedro Rodriguez. Good enough for Manchester United again. Tammy Abraham could not get the right connection to the ball. It really has been a bright start to this fixture, Femi, in the first 10 minutes or just over that. And looks like a game that's going to be mouth-watering.
The central defensive pairing of the big one and the little one, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. Can they withstand the firepower Chelsea have put out today? They've been living on a knife's edge, United. Here come Chelsea again through Pedro. Washed by Shaw. Unsure what to do. Chuma put it right. And when United managed to push them back, they go all the way to Arrizabalaga in the Chelsea goal. He floats one in nobody's direction, giving a throwaway. The camera pans to Luke Shaw. We've played over 11 minutes of this encounter, United versus Chelsea. The interesting stats that we'd be sharing with you. Just looking at the head-to-head between these two sides. United have won 15 of these matches. Chelsea 18. And here they come again. More trouble for United. De Gea in position. No problem on that occasion from Mason Mount. But the young lad is showing he'll be a thorn in the flesh all afternoon long.
A baller, Femi. The boy they play ball. He can use his right, he can use his left. Went on loan to Derby County last season. Under that man talking about Lampard. Scored 9 goals right there, playing 38 games. So he had a lot of experience playing right there under Lampard. That's why Lampard trusts him so much. Some call him, maybe he might be that midfielder thinking about Lampard, which is a big shoe to fill. But Femi, I think he was given a chance. He can take it.
He can take whatever chance is given. But now they have to do some defending. And strong style defending from Luke Shaw. Throw into Chelsea. 12.5 minutes played. Goalless here at Old Trafford.
Well, it may be early days, if I'm permitted to use that word in this game, Femi, but apparently there's just one team dominating in the opening exchanges, and that's Chelsea. If we're to be in the viewing centre right now, you hear people say who they play home.
Who they have?
You know, United are of course the home side, but certainly not playing that way. There seems to be more confidence and composure coming through from the Blues. The young man Mount is quite impressive. We know that when Sarri came into Chelsea, he came in with the Sarri ball ideology, and he thought that the man that was going to make it happen for him was Jorginho. Apparently for Lampard, he's coming with this young man Mount, and so far the guy is showing that he's a mountain to climb for Manchester United.
Well, interesting as we approach the quarter hour. Chelsea in the centre circle to Zuma. He goes left, where Emerson returns to a defensive formation for his side. They're pushing forward, taking their time. And the long ball finds Lindelof, who goes to Maguire. As Shaw finds McTominay, who goes down from that challenge by Tammy Abraham. Would seem the referee allowing play to continue. But it was a bit of an afterthought. It released the ball. And McTominay seems had done by that. Referee Taylor just patting him on the back.
Yeah, I look at the way he stood up. So fast, it's calm. Don't stand up. Why can't they do gra before me?
Well, it's hard to decipher the exact intentions of these players. We'll usually give them the benefit of the doubt.
Martial. For me, looking at Martial play that top 9, I think Solskjaer is taking a big risk on this United squad. I think he's trying to hope for these players. But for me, I think Martial, not using the word fail, but I think under a coach like Luis Van Gaal didn't do so well. Under Mourinho didn't do so well. Coaches that have so much experience. So what are the options that he will do so well under Solskjaer? So I think he's taking a huge risk right there. Lingard, Martial, Rashford, Alexis Sanchez. Those are the throw of inconsistency. So let's see what will happen for him.
Well, Chelsea still piling up the pressure. Pogba running back to assist. Here comes, well, United through Martial. Rashford to his left. He tries to thread the pass. It's blocked. Comes back to Pogba. They're attacking on the left, United. Coming close to the box. Martial. He's got options, and Rashford takes it. Tries a quick 1-2. But Chelsea will completely stop that advance. United will be content with a throw on the right side, which Wan-Bissaka takes quickly. He finds help in Jesse Lingard, who goes further backwards. Maguire in trouble. He'll go back to his goalkeeper De Gea. United are playing from left to right, remember. Chelsea from right to left. 15 minutes played, a quarter of an hour, no goal to report. And a very, very, very electric atmosphere here at Old Trafford. Here come United, rare opportunity. Martial, certainly the first booking of the game. Referee allowing play to continue. He'll come back to that. Rashford goes down on the box. Referee points to the spot. It's a penalty to United. Well, Zuma is the culprit. Perhaps a VAR review will happen. The Chelsea player asking for the referee to do the review. It would seem the referee's right.
That's a penalty.
Anthony Taylor has made a judgment call 16 minutes into this game, and it's penalty to Manchester United.
Zuma on a mission, like I said. I remember when he gave out the ball away, and right now he's doing it. You can see he's not even complaining, no remorse at all. Just take your penalty and go. For me, I think that was bad defense, and also you have to blame in midfield because Chelsea gave out the ball away.
And great trickery there by Rashford, because he found a way to, run and then hold play. Zuma got confused, just had to stop the man, couldn't get to the ball, and that led to the penalty. And of course, Jorginho was around the place, so perhaps Coutinho should have let Jorginho do a bit of the defensive job. Zuma wanted to stop things for himself, and Zuma cost the penalty.
Well, Rashford in concentration mode. He can put United forward against the run of play. The new rules are in effect. Rashford approaches. Rashford scores. United take the lead. And the crowds can chant, "We'll do all what we want," all they like. And the circumstances here at the stadium totally changes. United on the back foot for most of the first quarter of an hour. But guess who hits the score sheet first? It's Marcus Rashford of Manchester United.
Femi, that was a fantastic penalty right there. Though the goalkeeper went for it, but you can see there's no hope of him getting the penalty. Like you said also, Chelsea have definitely been the better team in terms of positioning and movement. But at times, one man picked up for the hand of the full team. That's what Zuma did there. And looking at the Femi, I have a feeling it's not going to be his first error. I think he's going to make more errors in this game. He's not really comfortable. I think no matter how David Luiz was that, but I think Chelsea selling him was a bad option. Look at what they have. Rudiger, inconsistent also. Zuma, inconsistent. Christensen, very good, but also not really that experience. So I think it's kind of funny, the Chelsea defense in the league. Now looking at Femi, like I said.
Well, the badge for United is looking different. Chuma.
Yeah, apparently at this moment it's a brand new season. We expect to see a bit of transformation and rebranding for some of these sides. And well, whether it is about the jersey or the badge that you have on the jersey, it's about the performance of the players. I remember Nigerians having the theory that the Ugu green, as we love to call it, the vegetable green jersey, doesn't favor the Super Eagles. And people say that jerseys don't play football, is about the players. So for Manchester United, apparently it's about the players and how they perform on the evening. And so far they have performed well enough, and that's why they lead by a goal to nothing. Even though looking at the overall play for the first 20 minutes, Chelsea have been the better side.
Only once have Man United lost an opening day fixture when they've kicked off a Premier League campaign at home. 1 in 26. 19 times they've won, 6 times they've drawn. That defeat was a 2-1 loss to Swansea City in the 2014-15 season. United are not used to losing their opening game here at home. They've got some more attacking to do now off a free kick floated into the box by United. Well, Maguire has a chance. He tries to cut it back. It's blocked clear by Emerson. It would seem perhaps to have strayed offside.
I think it's not offside. I think that the first touch was wrong. I think not putting it in immediately. You have like close to like 4 players right there to like touching it.
Well, corner for United. Down right. Chelsea defending. The tall players there. It's Andreas Pereira who supplies. It's rather high. It's the head of Chelsea's Andreas Christensen who gets to it. Pogba has it now. Tries to cross. Blocked. United will look to keep the ball, but they'll have to go all the way back to Lindelof, who will find a here in goal. Pedro running like he's on steroids, but not enough in there to stop the United keeper from big boots downfield. As United come attacking again, Martial has it. Rashford waiting. The pass is disappointing, but it's still United. Downright, the referee deciding there was an offside situation or something else there. Well, Pereira is remonstrating. Christensen is down, clutching his face, clutching his tummy. That most recent of challenges, yes, Pogba had supplied his left elbow to Christensen's face. The referee deciding belatedly to award a free kick to Chelsea. 22 minutes. It's the halfway mark in this first half. United 1, Chelsea 0.
And Femi, you can see what a goal can cost in the game. I think right now Chelsea, they're not used to humble. They started so well, but that one goal from nowhere got the confidence in for United. And you can see after that goal, you can see Martial right now. Lingard also getting the game, and also Pereira playing him also getting the game because of that one goal. One goal can make or break. I think right now it's United game to lose, but I think it's still kind of long. Anything can still happen in the game. And Femi also, They can watch us live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. We're live on Facebook. Just go on Facebook and watch us. I think we are live on YouTube also.
Certainly, which you can find on Twitter.
Go and watch Freshest People.
We're streaming live on Facebook. Remember that. You can join the conversation. We will be checking
Comments on
your
Facebook.
comments. We'll be reading them. We'll be reading your comments. Nigeria Info 993, that's the page. We expect you to share your experience with us. We're also looking at you on Twitter. Drop your comments. We'd like to take them from time to time. We're streaming live on YouTube. It's embedded on our Twitter handle. You cannot miss it. But follow our live coverage on Facebook. United, well, strolling from behind. Pogba almost running into trouble. But a chance for Lingard now to cost Chelsea some more problems. He finds help on the right. It's Wan-Bissaka arriving. He gets it, tries a few flicks, tries to cross, tries to sell a dummy. Nothing works, but he keeps the ball nonetheless. And finally, well, it's come into the box. The Chelsea keeper puts a hand to it. It's still all United. Luke Shaw on the left and in the box. He's been blocked. Chelsea have got to clear their lines. They are failing in that task. As United now begin to ask the question. Unfortunately, Rashford giving the ball away for a throw to Chelsea.
Craze everywhere, Femi. Craze. Also, you can see Wan-Bissaka. That's the reason why they brought him in, because of that no nonsense level. He's a player that goes in very, very physical. He does not give up right there. I think about from Van Dijk last season, he was one of the players that got dribbled less, playing from right back position. That man is the beast right there. I think that's why they invested in him. And you can see pushing that man, talking about Emerson. I'm not still pushing him. Femi is going to be very, very interesting. I think he still have more to do in this game.
Well, more defending for Chelsea. Wan-Bissaka has it on the right. He finds Pogba, who goes more central. He could shoot, but he's stopped by Christensen. Chelsea try to break. Barkley can control. And United will reclaim the ball through the young Scott McTominay. 25 minutes played. United lead 1-0 at Old Trafford. The referee deciding a free kick in favour of Harry Maguire. Tammy Abraham the culprit.
Well, Femi, one thing is certain, that the goal has transformed things for Manchester United. The performance has been galvanised in the last 5 minutes or so. They really are dominating proceedings at this moment. Waves of attacks for them. And Chelsea have been on the back foot. So much pressure on that Chelsea back line. Looks like it's a game that's going to offer us comedy of errors in defence, because I've seen Chelsea make a couple already. United were guilty of one earlier in the fixture. But right now, United are playing with a bit more of cohesion. They seem to know what they want to do. Even passing the ball from behind like they are Manchester City. And it's working at the moment. Complete turnaround. In possession stats, United dominating things 71-29 over Chelsea.
And United looking to keep the ball. They'll get a throw halfway through their half. Wan-Bissaka, the United number 29, gathering the ball, is thrown it short, or Hesse Lingard. Tammy challenging, Tammy Abraham, and winning a throwing for Chelsea deep into United's half. Frank Lampard in sky blue shirt and matching navy blue suit. The United manager looks a little more casual on this occasion. Here come Chelsea now. Azpilicueta, Pedro, he goes back to play alongside Christensen. The visitors are pegged back. Error from Kurt Zouma.
Again.
Some
man on the mission. And I think what I like about this thing is, I think you can see Solskjaer backing up instructions saying, Zouma, follow him. Anytime they press right there. And I like the way the two teams press. You can see when after with the ball, there's Tammy, there's Mount are pursuing. When Chelsea are with the ball in defense, there's Martial, there's Pereira, which is kind of shocking. They're playing behind the striker, but Boba is in midfield. So these two teams are pressing Femi. Goals, they come.
Chelsea attacking on the right. Aspilicueta looking to unleash Pedro. Harry Maguire standing firm. Throw into Chelsea. Close to the United box. It's taken quickly. Aspilicueta. The pass is disappointing, but Chelsea managed to reclaim possession. A crossfield pass from Jorginho. As Chelsea go left. Emerson with the ball is looking for help. The winner throw deep into United territory. Wan-Bissaka defending. United said they'll do what they want. Time will tell. More defending by Wan-Bissaka.
Great job by the young man so far, showing us why £50 million was spent to get his services by Manchester United. Complete turnaround, with all due respect to Ashley Young, but complete turnaround as to an impression being made by this man compared to Young, who used to play that position last season, because Young is no longer the youngest of players in the world. But Bissaka comes in with age on his side and quality too.
A commanding stoppage by the big centre forward Harry Maguire. United can go forward. Pogba decides to go solo, and his trickery, well, will cost United promising possession. But they'll win a throw deep into enemy territory. Hesse Lingard charging and pushing.
Well, half an hour of football we have seen, and I must say that the first 10 minutes of the match was more of Chelsea than United, but the last 10 minutes have been more of United than Chelsea. So it really has been some kind of even-Steven stuff as far as quality being accentuated this evening is concerned. But of course, United have the edge of leading by a goal to nothing. Continuing with some good run of form, because we know that they won all 6 of their pre-season friendly matches, including playing against some top sides like the 2 Milan clubs, coming out victorious in those games. So apparently that would have given them so much confidence and impetus to showcase the quality they have shown here so far.
Well, that United goal scored by Marcus Rashford. United could double it. A strike from range by Martial doesn't bother anybody.
I think he should have passed Femi. You can see Luke Shaw was coming, players were coming, he make it easy. But it's not back to try Femi. Femi, to note, one team in this Chelsea, it's kind of unlikely that a United and Chelsea team play and there's no experience in this team, Femi. Look at that Chelsea team. The most experienced player, shocking, is Aspilicueta. That's the most experienced player in the squad. For United, the most experienced player in the squad, looking at it, is Pogba, which is kind of shocking because we have a lot of veteran and big players.
Chelsea in with a chance!
What is that?
Oh, goodness me! Well, Mason Mount had the goal at his mercy.
Experience.
Deciding to cut back for Tammy Abraham, who was least expecting it. And it's played it behind the striker, but Chelsea come back again. Strong, stout defending.
Femi, I keep on going with experience. Femi, if Chelsea had a good, more experienced player, I think that player would have gone. And I think that's what is lacking in this team. They must not really be starting, but have experience in the squad. I think they have behind the scene appointed legends like Peter Cech and the rest, but they need them on the squad. Mason Mount, for me, good player, but I think that was a bad call. Social, the guy is there, just shoot anywhere, but let's say.
Well, United still with a chance. Martial hovering along the box. Pedro was a bit reckless in his defending moments ago. United can score a second. Pogba, well, his direction is poor. Couldn't quite redirect that ball. Got to it first, he was alone. Chelsea can counter now. Great run by Mount. And stout defending by Wan-Bissaka, but it's still all Chelsea. Tammy looking to play the 1-2. United clearing the danger.
Femi, this game is funny, Femi. I think it's like watching Ake Apopo play. It's very, very, very funny in some sense. That players did not know what to do at the right test of time. Look at them, Tammy Abraham, right there. There was space, turn and look, and he wanted to do fast 1-2. I think we are just starting, Femi. Just 33 minutes in, the comedy series goes on.
Well, somehow you want to understand that it's the very first game of the season, but I think we have been spoiled already by the quality being showcased by Liverpool and Manchester City. that we expect these sides to start like a house on fire, just like those ones did. But it's the opening game of the season. That's why we're not having, enough of cohesion. We're having too many misplaced passes. It's not just United who are guilty. Chelsea have been guilty themselves. So I think that these teams will grow into themselves. It's a complete turnaround from the teams that the two sides put out last season. There are many players who are playing together for the first time in a Premier League fixture. So it's understandable that we're going to have a bit of this G3 play and lack of understanding with the passes. But I hope it gets better, because just like Bucci said, it's becoming a bit of a comedy series for us with misplaced passes and misplaced tackles at the same time.
Well, looking at how these sides are playing and the various circumstances leading up to the selection in this game today, you wonder what may yet transpire. The Chelsea fans must be rather frustrated. Here come United again. Opportunity, well, certainly offside. Rashford hits the net, but he's miles offside already. And perhaps a review to determine whether there should have been a free kick awarded to Paul Pogba just outside the box.
That should be a free kick.
Certainly a free kick. Kovacic had gone for the ball, missed it completely, taken Pogba's leg.
Yeah, he got Pogba's right leg, the ankle for that matter, good enough. It didn't cost that much of an excruciating pain experience for the man Paul Pogba, but I think he didn't get the ball. I think he should have been a free kick for United. However, I feel the referee thinks otherwise.
And some of the Chelsea fans already chanting for N'Golo Kante. Here comes Chelsea! The strike looks good by Mason Mount. It seemed to have taken a deflection, but that's how as close as Chelsea have come to scoring here. We've seen Tammy Abraham rattle the post. 35 minutes played, 5 minutes past the half-hour mark. It's still United who lead 1-0. A 16-minute strike from the spot by Marcus Rashford is what separates the two sides. Pedro with a sweet left corner couldn't beat the United goalkeeper.
Well, I like the fact that Pedro decided to take everything by himself. Which he was speaking about the absence of experience in this Chelsea team, and he is one of those experienced players at 32. And for one who's played for Barcelona in the past, is the kind of players that Frank Lampard needs to carry the team on his shoulder, as the case is. And he opted to do the hard work all by himself, as we see the first yellow card in the match. Took that shot with his left leg. Did not really trouble David De Gea that much, but that's what they need. They need to start trying to create chances, and that's what Pedro did.
Femi, psychologically, I think Zuma is in trouble in this game. After costing that penalty, you can see he has been making a lot of errors again. Right now, taking down Pereira, getting the first yellow for Chelsea. I think Lampard should be thinking about something. He don't spoil play penalty at that throw in Femi. The next penalty, I think go play a Metagota. So right now, they better do the most important thing right now. Take Zuma out, the earlier the better, Femi.
Well, a free kick to United. You'd expect the ball to be floated into that box. It's some way out. It's punted to the left side of the box. The referee deciding there was something wrong done by Harry Maguire.
Also, again to note, I think this game is more of a midfield battle than up front. Observing, I think Chelsea fans, like what they do at Maria Secondary School, where you go buy like higher education, and you write apology, I'm sorry Jorginho, I'm sorry Jorginho, I'm sorry Jorginho. I think Chelsea fans will do that to Jorginho this season, playing that pivot position. Each of them, the millions in Nigeria, go and write by higher education, submit it to our station, this 7 to me and Christian. I will make sure I mark it for you. I'm sorry Jorginho, I'm sorry Jorginho, because Jorginho is having a good game. Also for United, I think McTominay is having a good game in midfield in terms of interception, clearance, and also in terms of movement. So I think I've been kind of impressed with these two players in midfield.
The free kick coming Chelsea's way. They started the brighter of the two sides. They've since gone down to that Rashford penalty. Emerson leaving it for the young Mount. The ball in the box, cleared away. Chelsea keep possession. Emerson playing alongside. Well, on that occasion, Jorginho, who's been outstanding for them in midfield, as Bucci just hinted you. Here come Pedro, looking to stamp his authority on this game. Fantastic control of the ball by McTominay. Oh, Martial gives the ball away. Jorginho has it now. Pedro is loose. Chance for Barkley to score. Certainly, United to score. The hair blocks. And Jorginho's return is blocked further by McTominay.
Wow. Martial should be smiling and thanking God right now, thanking his stars as the case is, because it was his error that led to that quick fast break or counter-attack by Chelsea. He was trying to find Paul Pogba, but misplaced his pass, and Chelsea got the possession, went through to Pedro. Pedro had fantastic through ball put in there for Ross Barkley. Barkley was just about 9 yards away from the goal line. He didn't want to try and move towards the right before taking the shot, opted to take it to his left, took the shot, and there was too much pressure on him from the back line of Manchester United for that shot to make sense. But of course, 39 minutes we have seen, and I'm enjoying this game. I think it's lived up to the hype so far.
A chance, Chelsea with a chance! Oh, rattles the upright again. Emerson on this occasion.
For me, that was crazy. A good ball in, I think from Barkley, if I'm not wrong. I think from Jorginho, the man I've been hyping. Control it perfectly. I think that was a good ball. It was kind of unlucky. The gear was lost. Don't know what he can go do again. But it hits the post. Chelsea coming very close. Barkley and Emerson, like Drake would say, back to back. But they never really bust the net. But I think it's a matter of time, Femi. I think Chelsea will get the goal. But the question is, will they get a goal, or will they get the second goal, or will they get a goal and make the game and get a joy in the game?
Well, Chelsea pushing yet again. The ball comes to the right. Plenty of opportunities for them. Well, great defending by the massive Maguire.
That's what £80 million gets you. He found a way to outmuscle the young Mount to get to the ball. Mount, of course, just to
the young, skinny-looking Mount.
Yeah. You don't want to compare and contrast as to their looks and size, that of Mount and, of course, Harry Maguire. But I think that this game is really giving us something to be excited about. A great job by Chelsea at times. They've hit the bar twice, and you're going to be wondering, will they be third time lucky if they try again? For Manchester United, they've lived on the edge sometimes, but still do have the advantage, leading by 1-0. 4 minutes before half-time, I'm wondering if we're going to see a goal.
Might it come again? We've seen one already. United lead by 1-0. Marcus Rashford from the spot. United have a chance. Emerson takes it on his chest and got into a panic. Clears desperately away for a throw to United. Wan-Bissaka has been impressive down the right for United. The referee asking him to wait a while. It's finally taken. Pogba with the ball, looking to shield it. He'll find Lindelof, who goes centrally to Maguire in the centre circle. In their half, pushing into Chelsea territory now. Luke Shaw, back to Maguire. Chelsea are pressing. Tammy Abraham adding the pressure. United, cool and calm as you like. They'll win a throw on their right.
Femi, back to Mason Mount. Femi, I think it's time for him. Then when they look at him, he needs to go and start carrying weight, Femi. I think he's a good baller, but you can see the way he's getting bullied. You can see Koba get him 1 lap. And Maguire get him 2 laps. It's a matter of time. They will pull him off the pitch. I think he needs to start. Somebody know disease. I totally understand. But in the EPL, physicality is very, very important. He played the championship, played a lot of games for them. But there's difference between playing the championship and in the Premier League. He can ask Norwich City, they will tell him. So I think he needs to carry weight, even if it's too, what do they call that one? That small one. Dumbbell, Femi. Carry something. Anything. Just carry the gestures.
Here come United now. They can double their advantage before the halfway mark. Luke Shaw is joining in the attack and licking heads turn. United appealing for a handball. The referee not interested. United in the box. Anthony Martial. Rashford was waiting. He decided to do too much, Martial. And Chelsea steal the ball. You kind of feel that Maguire has been effective between Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount. Two small boys he can deal with anytime.
Let me see. Tammy push and go through it here. I think Tammy is kind of very, very physical. What's that Nigerian himself? Of course, I will try and find out. I think if you cannot have that name and not be strong, I think Tammy is a good player physically, right there. But he has that. He lacks that exposure of playing the Premier League. I think I totally understand Lampard starting in this game, but I think for Orongo, I think Giroud should be a starter in this team because Giroud is more experienced. Also, was very important when they won the Europa League last season. So I think Giroud should be first choice in this team, not Tammy. But for this game, I totally understand because Tammy have played nearly all through pre-season.
United claiming the ball in their half. And slowing down the tempo. We're into the 45th minute mark. Half a minute left, bearing stoppages. United lead by 1 goal against Chelsea. The stands are all reddened up for United support. Pogba sells a dummy. Gets the ball. Finds Martial on the left. Into Chelsea's area. Luke Shaw in the box. Gets the ball. Tries to cut back for Lingard. But strong block by Christensen.
Rashford coming in. There was Rashford coming in, Femi. I don't know what he was thinking. Femi, I like the organization, understanding between Martial and Rashford. You can see they switch wing. You can see Martial playing from the wing, Rashford top 9. At times you see Rashford top 9 and Martial top 9, Rashford on the wings. Because both of them have two things that are very, very pacey, right? And it's working well for them. So I think tactically wise, I think Solskjaer got that right.
2 minutes have been added. We've played half a minute of the two. A minute and a half left in this half. Chelsea with a chance through Emerson. Finds Pedro on the left. Lindelof keeping an eye. It's all Chelsea now. The pass from Kovacic is poor. United clear their lines only as far as Kurt Zuma in the halfway line. Chelsea continue to push. Kovacic with the ball. He'll go for the right. Jorginho. It's Christensen who actually has it. He finds Azpilicueta. The cross into the box is headed by Wan-Bissaka. Chelsea keep the ball through Emerson. Now the young man Mount finds Kovacic. Central. Jorginho's running things. Comes back to Mount. Emerson on the left. Patient building by Chelsea. Jorginho treading into Barkley. A quick 1-2 between Barkley and Pedro. The Chelsea still continue to press. They're patient. Kovacic into the box. Some push. The hair will collect. Referee not bothered. And this certainly will be the final action of the first 45.
Manchester United are going to feel very relieved at this moment because it was the final few seconds of the first half and they needed to ensure they don't capitulate at the most important time so they can hold on to that lead and go into the halftime break, and apparently that's what they've succeeded in doing here. With the way the first half has ended, Femi, apparently I think that we're going to have something to look forward to in the second 45 because this game still has some fireworks to come.
Fireworks aplenty, perhaps. The first challenge between these two managers, Solskjaer and Lampard. The United man with the advantage. The first half has ended here at the Theatre of Dreams. United 1, Chelsea 0. Hearing from the lads in just a bit, just before we come to the phone lines.
In a natural position, but it was still given as a handball, deliberate or not. And you can see that the players in the Premier League are energy, the momentum kind of leaves them a little bit.
It's a beautiful thing to have more women participation, and this season Femi and the gang will be having more of the ladies joining the broadcasts alongside hopefully, if things go to plan, with our friends at the BBC, including Janine Anthony, Debola, not to mention our lady teams, Sarafina and the likes of Abiola, Lizzie, Sylvia, and some of the amazing individuals we are also working with. Ada is there. There's Labake, Nenye, some of these bright women we are seeing going forward. Did I mention Molat? Strong lady presence in world football, including in officiating. We are proud that we are coming full circle, and we are understanding even better the contributions of our women to sports, as in every aspect of life. Let's go to the phone lines. We do encourage the women folk to also call us.
Yes, sir.
We know it's a pretty much male-dominated sport,
Indeed,
but we are
indeed.
hoping we'll be able to change the narrative going forward.
You have to hype them, Femi.
Yes.
The ladies there, you have to give them special
Lady,
kind of
if
hype.
not for any other reason, just imagine how fine Chuma is, and he'll rime you to sleep.
I 5 past Chuma, Femi now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you 5 past.
Yeah.
5 past Chuma. He get money power 5 past.
Hi,
Hello, Femi.
good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, the person in the studio, I'm just coming back.
Hey, CY, my brother.
Yeah,
How are you?
Baba, I called earlier.
Yeah.
After we showed them earlier how they do it.
I don't miss you, Taya.
Is there?
I don't miss you, Taya.
You mean, we showed them earlier, how to do it, and we've done it. I was expecting Chelsea. Could it be for the guy we see in the studio? With time, I will get to know his
It's
name.
Chuma and Buchi.
Oh, Shuma and Bushi, good evening to you all.
Good evening to you, CY.
Nigeria Info is where everybody ought to be. Now, we talk calm. We talk calm, we talk calm. We talk calm, people listen.
Abio.
Every fact about football is here. From the goalkeeping to the scoring end is here. I mean, it's interesting. They never know. They've forgotten the hazard has come. That you start living in reality. You understand? Getting to know that Hazard is not part of the Chelsea team. If you look at this Chelsea team, they would have gone ahead because they have scoring chances now. You understand? They are playing better than Man U, but because they lack that belief to understand that this is a different thing, they're supposed to beat this Man U, pata pata. Although the two coaches are in Lena, that the other one is coming from Derby. Only gonna so shall we know. They are all learning. And the significant player that used to be at the back of Chelsea team, he has come to Arsenal to come and learn how to play chocolate football, which is Danny Lewis. But altogether, I think the Man U side, there is no coordination between the defense and the midfield. But at the end of the day, I want to believe that this match is going to end in a draw. But people should look out for Arsenal this season. It's not a how will I call it? It's not a one.
It's not a fluke.
Anymore. It's a chocolate licking football. You're going to see this season.
Wow. Thank you very much. CY from Ilaje Bariga. Bless your heart, me hearty. Hi there. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, bro.
Welcome, brother. Talk to us.
Yeah, the pastor deputy talk.
Turn your radio off. We can barely hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, turn your radio off so we can hear you better.
All right, hold on, please.
Oh, come on. This is not working
Cannot
for
be
me.
waiting now. Laba.
Okay, so you're gone. Let's see who we have here. Hi there. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Femi The Gang.
Welcome, brother. Let's meet you.
Yeah, this is Ahmad.
Okay.
I'm calling from Okesuna, Lagos Island.
Welcome.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'm happy to hear CY Elijah Bariga because I'm an Arsenal fan too, and I'm happy the way he talks. Yes, Arsenal plays chocolate football. Yeah, all that matters is 3 points. I think Chelsea is missing Hazard, and there is no team that will not miss a player like that. But towards the end of the first half, I saw the Chelsea I used to know again. Because they finally, found their feet, and they were playing cohesively. And I think in the second half, we will see a totally different Chelsea. So Manchester United should watch out.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. The second half has already begun. We'll be joining them pitch side shortly. Hi there.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Messiah. I'm calling from Ayobo.
So good to hear from you.
One game.
Football without violence.
Yeah, this Chelsea team to me doesn't look too much stronger. With the likes of Zuma at the back and the likes of Barkley playing on the left wing. I don't really see them bringing in so many qualities into this game. I think Lampard needs to make some few changes by bringing up, pulling out Zuma because I'm not seeing him. I'm seeing him. He's panicking at the defense. Then the likes of Barkley doesn't fit playing on that right angle, that left side. Maybe he should bring in someone like Pulisic. Then the likes of Mason Mount. He still needs to understand more how Premiership game is being played. He's still taking it as a Championship game, so I believe he needs more to learn. Then when it comes to Manchester United, Harry Maguire has been doing a great job on the defense, but the front line, the combination of Marcus Rashford and Martial really needs more grease so that they can get more results. And I'm not saying Lingard doing more job. So
he's just picked up a yellow card. He's doing something now.
Okay, I'm seeing him doing something, but he's committing an offense. So I really think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really needs to do a lot of job in this attacking side of this Manchester United team.
All right, thank you very much.
For Chelsea.
Oh, come on. Well, you guys are still trying to reach us, but the second half is well underway. We've seen 3 minutes of the second half, and the fans would really want to see what's going on. Let's check in with our friends at the BBC who are live at Old Trafford to see what image they are painting.
He is hobbling, Martial. Chelsea take the throw in. Azpilicueta has given it away, passed it back up the line straight to Luke Shaw. United now with Pogba 25 yards out, tried sort of slip
to give you context to know what is going on there at Old Trafford. It's United leading by 1-0. 50 minutes played. Friends and partners live at the Theatre of Dreams, bringing you everything to expect in this game. Gentlemen, Bucci and of course Chuma are with me. Would you expect anything differently in the second half? What might Chelsea do? They started the better side. The first 15 minutes was all about them. United scored against the run of play, and since then Chelsea have looked rather unsure. What might they do?
Well, for the Chelsea side, they are not trailing for want or lack of trying, but apparently they have not been able to be clinical enough. They've hit the bar twice. Also, they have at times lost the midfield to Manchester United. Paul Pogba really has come of age in the game as to ensuring that he marshals things for Manchester United. And then the quick foot of Marcus Rashford and also Anthony Martial is troubling the defense of Chelsea. I'm a bit concerned, like Bucci said in the first half, for Kodzuma. He's already on a yellow card at the moment. One mistake and he may just be sent off in the game. I'm not too keen to talk about substitutions immediately because of the fact that Chelsea don't have too much quality on that bench. In the attacking department, you can only call Olivier Giroud. I think that the fact that they need to, take charge of the midfield again and start orchestrating a bit of magic as to creating opportunities, because of the fact that we have not seen too much from Tammy Abraham. We didn't see too much from him in the final 20 minutes of the first half. He basically was taken out by the quality of Harry Maguire, who certainly did what he did require to hold things on for Manchester United. I'll wait to give Chelsea a few more minutes in the second half, as many as 10 to 15 minutes. If things do not change, then you throw in Olivier Giroud in there, because he has the experience to face a Maguire. He has the experience to face a Lindelof and try and create something for them. And also perhaps at the point bringing N'Golo Kante, not because he can create, he's not known for his creativity that much, but because the back line of Chelsea needs to be shielded too, knowing that there's a bit of vulnerability in that back line. Chelsea need a goal. I'll give a few more minutes to see if that can come through. If it doesn't, then I think Lampard will have to look at the bench.
Interesting perspective to follow. United with a free kick. It's from long way out. The taller players are in the Chelsea box trying to make something of this.
Jorginho got a yellow card, by the way, second Chelsea player to be booked by the centre referee.
Well, interesting. It's sent to the line. Wan-Bissaka wasn't quite anticipating, but it's got across into the Chelsea box. It's headed clear, but only as far as Pogba. Wan-Bissaka trying to go again. Lindbergh turns. Lingard can strike. Deciding to find Luke Shaw for the left. He's got Rashford to his left. And Rashford tries to sell a dummy. Tries a corner. It is try to be cheeky. United in control. Wan-Bissaka, it comes low. Maguire tries to turn. He's got to find Rashford. Rashford's shot is blocked. Luke Shaw on the left. Martial tries to play Rashford clear. It's blocked, but Martial still have it. Lingard. Martial finds McTominay. And Rashford with a cross into the box. It's headed by Tammy Abraham, who's come deep to defend. But more trouble for Chelsea. And finally it's Ross Barkley who comes to clear.
Femi, I think Chelsea need Barkley more involved in this game. And Barkley being on the wings is not helping. I think I like Mason Mount, but I think it's time for him to leave the pitch. Bring in Pulisic. I think Pulisic is fantastic. That's a good winger. Bring in Barkley in midfield. Let him get involved with the play. I think in the next 10-20 minutes, if Tammy don't improve, bring in a Giroud in this game. I think that's what Chelsea needs right now. For United, I think they need someone that will make the flow easy. They don't have a passer in midfield. I think the Mathematic might help because he knows how to move the ball. I think take up Pereira, push Pogba up front. Then you have a Matic and McTominay in midfield, because one, they are defending and they need to defend well. I need a player that knows how to pass the ball. McTominay is good, can move for you, but he doesn't know how to start the play from midfield. One touch or one pass in midfield can set up that counter because I think United, matter of time, will start playing on the counter. Chelsea, because they are pushing to get goals. For me, I think that's what I think the managers needs to do in this game. Though it's kind of early, but I think it's in their head right now.
Chelsea with the ball, pushing down right. Azpilicueta with the cross, comes into the box. It's headed by Wan-Bissaka. What a strike from range, and what a block by the United keeper.
Wow, Emerson, what a strike.
Oh, some powerful left foot, Femi. Phenomenal strike from just over 20 yards out, and David De Gea really had to be alert and up to the task at that moment, and he did a great job, putting that one out. But I think that's the spirit from Chelsea. Take the shot from outside the penalty area, see if you can take advantage of a slip or something from David De Gea, and see if you can score. For United, on the contrary, they want to dribble their way into the goalpost and score like Arsenal of a few seasons ago. I don't know if that's the fury coming through from their manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but Chelsea are doing something different, apparently, because they are more desperate to score here.
Here come Chelsea now, down the left flank. Opportunities for a cross, it's coming. Lindelof gets to it first. United look to clear their line. Lingard is quite, well, unsure. The United almost running themselves aground. Chelsea with the ball now. Jorginho is the, interesting playmaker for them. They keep coming. Pogba has got in there. The referee will allow play to continue, but we will see a booking. It's finally stopped play. Anthony Taylor be decked in black. He will show yellow. And it will seem it's Harry Maguire. Or is it Tammy Abraham?
Yeah, Tammy, the guilty party, just came from behind from nowhere and swept the Manchester United player. And Chelsea players really have to be a bit more careful and meticulous now. They are being punished by the referee more often than not. I think he's the 10th Chelsea player to be booked in this game. They are trailing by a goal to nothing. They cannot afford to trail by a player to. There has to be a bit of discipline coming to the fore.
And that's where experience comes in. But United, there's something to be excited about. That's a defense. I think you can see the pair of Harry Maguire and Lindelof look like something that would last for a long time if they don't get injured. Lindelof was fantastic last season, and Maguire coming in was expensive defender in the world. So I think that's something to be very, very positive of the combination of Harry Maguire and Lindelof.
We'll see a change, but not the one Bucci had called for. You must be surprised.
No.
It's Ross Barkley who'll be taken off for Pulisic.
I think right sub, but I think wrong. I think Mr. Mount is good. But you can see the sparks from Barkley from midfield. I think Barkley playing behind the striker would have worked better than Mason Mount. No insults to Frank Lampard. Pulisic is going to come and bring in his pace. I tried like threatening Wan-Bissaka, and I've been running up and down like I didn't get the pitch right there. But I think Barkley would have worked better because one is physical, two, Femi, he can shoot. And I think that's what Chelsea, a player that can shoot, that X factor. But Lampard is the manager, Femi. Always, Femi, my work is to talk. He knows better.
We've seen 4 yellows in this encounter. Just 1 to United. Jesse Lingard taking it. 3 for Chelsea. Zuma, Jorginho and Abraham. As we gradually approach the hour mark, United 1, Chelsea 0.
Well, I'm really keen to see the impact we're going to have from the presence of the American Pulisic. Is a choice that Chelsea made just before they had that transfer ban being imposed on them by FIFA. So it is as fresh as a new signing for them. And we saw him score a couple of goals for the Blues against Red Bull Salzburg in one of the preseason friendlies. And if there's any time Chelsea need a goal so they don't lose, it's right now. And I hope the presence of Pulisic can make that happen for them.
Chelsea have got some defending to do at the moment. Zuma going back to Kepa, the keeper. Chelsea's new man Pulisic.
Fast.
Oh, sweet 1-2 with Emerson. The referee deciding to give a free kick. Pulisic taken down. The culprit, Wan-Bissaka.
You can see his change of pace, taking on
It was indeed Paul Pogba.
Taking him down. But he didn't turn Wan-Bissaka at 360. You can see you definitely do that more and more and more. I think our pace for pace, 100 meters, is actually very, 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 very fast. But he needs to have that flair in his game, that technicality kind of play in his game. You can be fast, no fast player like Theo Walcott. They know how to run up and down, but no flair. I think that's what Pulisic need to add. If he adds that, Femi, I think he can make a very good player. Not replacing Lampard or Hazard, though. That's a big shoot to fill. He has to be his own king. Like they say, everybody's a king for their lane.
We've hit the hour mark. 60 minutes of football. United 1, Chelsea 0. Paul Pogba, the United half deciding for a dangerous crossfield, which Pedro almost latched onto. But United with a chance with Rashford. Luke Shaw wants the ball, but it will go. Well, interesting stuff. It sent the ball to Pereira. It delayed up on the ball for a while. And United in with a chance. Zuma conceding a corner. You got to feel sorry for Kurt Zuma. He's been, well, hesitant most of this game.
I feel, why would I be sorry for? He's not a footballer. He's not been working with him. So many experience he had, going on loan to Stoke City, Everton, playing the Premier League. I think he would have been doing far better. But I think you learn the hard way. He has it, but it's a matter of it to come out.
It's Chelsea's third corner. United have 2. It's actually, yes. Well, Chelsea have had 3. United just taking their second. And Pereira's corner not bothering anybody. Well, Tammy Abraham has got to clear the lines now and has finally done it. Throw in to United. Close to the midway point. The defenders running back to position. Harry Maguire, one of those. But here they come again, United. Luke Shaw to the left. Rashford takes the ball. Will go more centrally now. McTominay going right to unleash Wan-Bissaka. Well, it's a wasted ball. And it's a throw to Chelsea. As the national team coach looks on for England.
That's how good. There's so many players here.
I wonder the players is most interested in.
There are plenty, Femi. There are plenty.
More of them play for Manchester United, by the way.
There's Tammy, there's Mason Mount, there's Barkley right there for him to come look for Chelsea.
You can talk about Wan-Bissaka, Maguire.
Maguire. There's Lingard, there's Rashford. They don't show fronts everywhere. Let's see what they can make. I really have not seen a youngster take this game by the bull right there. Apart from that penalty from Rashford, I've not really seen him so much in the game. Mason Mount has been a passenger in the game. English players, I really don't, not a fan of English players because I think they overrate them. And looking at this match, this is definition of overrating.
Here come Chelsea now with a cross from the left. But what a timely block by Wan-Bissaka. Still Chelsea. Pulisic. Chelsea need a response. And they're giving it their best. They are forced back Chelsea to try and regroup. Christensen. Emerson has been forced deep. The ball will go to Aspilicueta, but back to Christensen. Pulisic trying to provide more midfield support for Jorginho. Emerson to Pulisic, back to Emerson to Jorginho. United, the players forming a strong wall of defense. But Tammy has got a chance, he's got to try the pass. Maguire says no. And United can break. Rashford is running like a house on fire. Martial to his left, Lingard to his right. He goes for Lingard. The pass is disappointing, but United will keep it. Pereira, the cross comes. It's dangerous, and it's in. It's United second, and it's, well, Anthony Martial. Horrific defending by Chelsea. United double their advantage, and it could well be over for the guests from Stamford Bridge. United 2, Chelsea 0.
Femi, what a build up. What a build up. Good ball in, good counter. Rashford running the ball after Tammy can make the pass right there. I think that was the wrong pass in the first place from him. But Lingard didn't give up. Had to pull through and he put the ball in. From looking at this, the goal, I think defender would have done far better. Talking about Christensen, he lost the ball already. But the right back, as the executor was, he can't do anything because Martial was in front of him. But good one for United. Two young players, Solskjaer is putting so much trust in Rashford and Martial, getting the 2 goals for them. And only getting comfortable, Femi, I think they have played so well and deserve to be 2 goals ahead.
65 minutes on the clock. United lead by 2. Chelsea with work to do. I'm not sure if that will qualify as rhyme for Chuma, but we'll take it.
Well, Chelsea are not rhyming as far as their play is concerned here, Femi. That one is certain. And now we've seen the second substitution made by Frank Lampard, who has taken off Tammy Abraham. He's not been efficient and effective in this game. Olivier Giroud comes through.
It could get worse! It's the 3rd goal for United. It's Marcus Rashford with his 2nd. Well, Chelsea went to sleep. The pass from range. Not many of us saw that coming. And United have done the job. Frank Lampard, well, with lesson number 1 in the Premier League tonight.
Touch up close.
Well, it's amazing because the scoreline looks like Manchester United have decimated Chelsea. May not be the case here, but who cares? United lead by 3 goals to nothing. Fantastic through ball in the air for Rashford and phenomenal first touch. Yeah, phenomenal first touch by Rashford to get that, that pass, like you said, from Paul Pogba. And then the finish was very clinical. Great play by Rashford. And at the Old Trafford, 3 goals is what United can afford. And they're enjoying a scoreline that they would have only had in dreamland, because we know that Chelsea came here last season and played out a 1-1 draw. I'm not too sure if it was 1-1, but I know it was a draw Chelsea got at the Old Trafford last season. Started as a bright out the 2 sides in the opening exchanges, and United have turned the game around. And what a way to make a statement of intent. Reports and people analysing have said, why do you let go a Lukaku who had given United 42 goals in 2 seasons, and then put your trust on a Rashford, and boom, the first game of the season comes on board. Rashford gets a couple of goals, and we still have 23 minutes to play.
Femi, I don't really get it comfortable. I think United have played so well. Looking at it, the scoreline kind of making the performance look good. I think they've not really performed so well, but they have been scoring goals. But it's just the first game of the season, Femi. We've seen a lot of players score a lot of goals towards as the season goes on. They get to fail. But good one for United. A good one for Pogba, marshalling the midfield. Rashford, expectation so high for him. Scoring 2 goals. But he needs to be more consistent right now. For Frank Lampard, a lot to learn. I think that sub, taking off Barkley, for me was the wrong sub. But I think he would have made more subs in this game. I don't know what he's waiting for. Whether I want to take the sub, go back to the county.
Mexico.
But you have to learn. Who can come?
Olivier Giroud.
You don't bring a come. He bring a come. The guy come for let go. So I think you have to learn. We saw Conte when he lost 3-0 to Arsenal. That's when they went on a good form and eventually won the league. So it's not about losing. It's what you do after when you lose. I think Lampard, he knows he had a lot of job to do. Hazard even was a problem. He needs to rebuild. And with the team he has, he can rebuild. But Femi, he needs to be given time.
Just to confirm the substitution, it's Tammy Abraham, who was guilty in the second goal for United. They'd given the ball away. He needed to tread the pass, held on too long, went to ground. And United broke. He was immediately substituted. And Olivier Giroud has come on. Chelsea with a chance. Well, caught Zuma with a header from a sweet free kick delivered into the box. We are into the 70th minute of this game. United fans chanting, "We'll do what we want. We are United."
And I don't want to be in the shoes of Frank Lampard right now. Well, he already knew it was not going to be the easiest of tasks to manage this Chelsea side. with the transfer ban and the fact that while his rivals were signing players, he just had to sit back and watch and read stories on the internet. But he has the unenviable record at this moment of being on course to become the first Chelsea manager to lose a game on his debut as coach since Avram Grant did that so many years ago. Chelsea coaches find a way to win their first matches. Last season, with all the bad talk about Mauricio Sarri, he led Chelsea to win their first 5 games of the season. For Lampard, this is not the way he would have wanted to start.
Chelsea with a chance. Well, that should have been a pass through. Pedro had hesitated, and Emerson's strike was disappointing. 70 minutes. Chelsea with a glorious chance to restore some respectability. It's less of a contest since the third goal went in. But certainly, the men in blue would be looking to play for pride. Azpilicueta now, Jorginho. He finds Kovacic, who runs into the box. But, well, a really fortunate block for United, keeping the scoreline at 3-0. We're streaming live and we want to go take your comments, see some of your most recent comments. Buchi will deal with Facebook.
We have a lot of comments on Facebook. And Femi, I'm not really shocked that Chelsea fans, they're on para mode right there because their club are seriously not doing so well. Starting with this, Adeoye Akinleye on Facebook says, good game, well done guys, good job. Colin Stecker is here. He said 25 years and still the best. FOD 25 years in broadcasting. I'm watching you live, sir. Thank you so much. You're not getting a raise in salary. Akin T says, I hope Chelsea can come back. This comeback will hard. It's 3-0. Egusi T-Boy says, Femi, what's the name of the guy putting on Arsenal jersey? I don't know him.
Really?
I don't know him. Chukuma Owogu says,
his name is Buchi.
Buchi, you like problem? They like problem. Chike Steven says, you guys are really influencing humanity with your work positively. Thanks, Mr. Femi and the gang. Chris Envoy says, United all the way. Okorabo Hercules says, too bad for Chelsea. Kelvin Francis says, please, where is Olisa Chukuma? Olisa is somewhere. He's chilling, don't worry. Relax. Emmanuel Madu says, please, long story. Kazim Balogu says, Chelsea, we miss Hazard. I think for sure you could miss Hazard. Emmanuel Eze says, good half from United. Chelsea to take over. Abuchi says, I told some guys that this game will be walk over for Man U, but they doubted me. Jesus Power says, more goals for Chelsea. Let's wait and see. Femi, I think that's the least we can take on fees.
And let's go to Twitter. Chuma has got that covered.
Yeah, I do, Femi. And just before I put that through, let's let the listener know that James has come in for Andreas Pereira for Manchester United. And for Chelsea, they have made their final substitution. Golo Conte is in, and Jorginho has been taken off. So Frank Lampard has thrown in the last throw of the dice for himself. We're going to be seeing if that will help galvanize the performance of his team here. But to Twitter now, the handle remains at Nigeria Info FM, always lighted up like a candle, that Twitter handle of ours. And this one from at Cute Neddy Dude says, finally Martial scores. Brilliant goal from Rashford. Pogba does it again. He's a master of long passes. And moving on to even more messages now. This one from at Remy Martins 01 says, this match is very boring. Manchester United beating Chelsea FC. Both of them are crap teams. I hope they play draw as usual. Well, he said that about 22 minutes ago. So now that United have scored even more goals, I hope that it is not going to be boring anymore for him. And well, this one is looking forward to seeing Zuma against Mohamed Salah. And he says Zuma against Salah will be wow. This one is from at Ijebu Concept. I'll just go back to a few messages that had come in much earlier. I'll share this one that says Wan-Bissaka is the Manchester United player that we have been looking for. His composure on the ball, confident, and also attacking and coming back for defensive duties. Well done, Bissaka. This message coming through from Aquino Felix 4511. I'll just take one final one. With the way Zuma is playing today, if he tries this against Liverpool on Wednesday, Chelsea should just forget anything about the Super Cup. Lampard needs to talk to him. Jebu Concept sending that through again.
We've seen 75 minutes of football, and we've seen, yes, the introduction of N'Golo Kante.
Giroud.
Olivier Giroud for Chelsea. Chelsea still looking for a way to restore some pride in this game.
I don't think they can.
The fight seems out, and it could get worse for them.
I don't think they can, Femi, at all, right there. I totally understand Lampard and his selection. I'm not going to fault him at all for his selection because that first game, Femi, we still have close to like 33 more games to go. But I understand Chelsea fans ranting. I think for a club like Chelsea, losing 3-0, no matter what the player comes or player going out, it doesn't really make the club look good. I think it's not nice for a big club to lose 3-0 first game of the season. You can lose 1-0, you can lose 2-1, you can lose 3-2, but not 3-0. I think you can't really explain. But Lampard has excuses. As that commode transfer ban, I can't come and kill myself. So I think he has excuses. But I think he should be doing better. But there's something about this job, Femi, coaching. You learn on the job. I've seen a lot of managers make mistakes. I will not be shocked or surprised if we see a different Chelsea team come against Liverpool in that Super Cup. Football is funny, and I think it's going to be possible. Look at the face of Alex Ferguson. He's smiling. But don't smile too much. Don't smile too much, man. Don't smile too much. Anything can still happen, Femi.
Let's see what happens in this game. United come attacking again. On the right, Chelsea, it looks like the fight is out. A great tackle by Emerson. We'll see the introduction of the young James to this encounter. As United look to add salt to injury against Chelsea.
When they go score their goals, finish one match. Keep the goals for the next game.
We talked about the youthful options that United have in this game.
They do.
Andreas Pereira, the one who's been taken off for Daniel James.
They do. There's Twanzebe on the bench also. I think it's going to be part of the team because I think socially they don't have so much trust in Smalling and Jones right there. There's that man, James that was coming. There's Greenwood, one man that has been touted as maybe he can come in for Lukaku. Some people are just high naturally right there. But he's scored some goals in pre-season, but I think that's too much. I think he can do his best, but stepping to that shoe, I think he's too large. Right there. Also, they have experience in Mata and Young. For Flumensa is still there. There's a young boy, the captain of their youth team. Gomez also still there. So they have a youthful squad you can hope on. But something about the EPL is that you need a lot of players because you can have youthful squad, but can they go 34 games, 38 games and play? I think that's on the long run will come and haunt United. So we're talking about youthfulness. I think the Chelsea squad have more youthful players than United squad. Talking about youthful squad that have been exposed, right there. Tammy have been exposed. Scored for Swansea, scored for Derby County. Mason Mount have been exposed, right there. There's Tamode that have been exposed. Played up for Derby County. Kennedy have been exposed. So
Man United with a chance. Bucci, sorry to cut you. What a timely interception by N'Golo Kante. He would appear to have picked up a knock from that. But Rashford was totally alone, and N'Golo Kante arriving just as he pulled the trigger. He'll take a slight limp, N'Golo Kante.
Now we know Kante came in for Jorginho, and his presence has already been felt. You're wondering if he was here from the start, if Chelsea will still have considered 3 goals. But I think at this moment, Femi, just like I'm sure Liverpool's young club would have felt a bit disappointed that they considered against Norwich. For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's going to be very key, some statement of intent if they can keep a clean sheet against Chelsea here. I say this at the start of the match for a team like Chelsea who only were better than Fulham and Huddersfield Town on the clean sheet table, keeping just 7 last season, conceding over 50 goals, the highest they have ever conceded in the history of their play in the Premier League since 1992. Keeping a clean sheet in this game will prove that spending over £120 million or more actually to sign defenders is working magic already. I know it's still early days, but certainly will give them some impetus and confidence keeping a clean sheet here as to building with the coming matches, because certainly they spend so much money. Maguire £80 million, Bissaka £50 million, Daniel James, and majority of that money was spent on defenders.
We're streaming live. You can check our social media portals. We're definitely on YouTube, Nigeria Info. Our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 993. Goodness me. Well, Pogba has no pace, but Pogba has pass. No pace, but plenty of pass. United, they go 4 goals up, and it's Daniel James, the youngster, who's come here in his Premier League debut for the season. United 4, Chelsea 0. I've never seen such lazy running from a footballer.
Madness,
but it won't matter. United 4, Chelsea 0.
Madness, Femi. Madness. And Femi, no matter what you do, that goal, even though James scored that goal, I think you have to give massive respect and accolades to Pogba. That 1-2 with Martial, pushed the ball more, was not selfish at all. Waited for James to open up and pass the ball to him. Though he took his time and placed the ball properly well. Femi, looking at this, I think Pogba automatically is my man of the match with this. He needs to step up and stepping up. And what a run. Scooter is not the fastest of defender. You can't really blame him right there. But James, good one for him. Femi, which confidence again you need in this life? And your first game at Old Trafford against Chelsea, you score on your debut. I think right now, madness. Well, crazy.
Last season for them it was a theatre of nightmares, but indeed this is a theatre of dreams for United. They have young talents who can dream of becoming superstars. Their 3 goals have been scored by players who are 24 and below. Martial just around that range. Rashford 21. The young man who just scored now 21 too. And it's phenomenal. Feels like the future is bright for them if these players can be consistent. And what a quick counter-attack, Femi. For one moment Chelsea were attacking, and then the ball just went through. Pogba started it. Phenomenal 1-2 between himself and Anthony Martial. And then Pogba was a bit sluggish, but then was intelligent enough to put in that fine pass to the man James, who converted. There was a bit of a deflection though from Emerson, but who cares? James scoring his first goal in his first match for Manchester United. And this is dreamland for the Old Trafford faithfuls.
Chelsea looking, well, totally exposed, totally fragile. Giving the ball away with reckless abandon. They've got a rare chance now. Can they find something? No, not now. It would seem not ever. And it's become a bit of a practice match for United.
Yeah, chilling. They should take their time, Femi. Chill. They are the kings right here. But it's crazy for Chelsea. I think where they got it wrong. I keep on saying it. I think it was a big mistake. David Luiz leaving Chelsea. Though he had a touch sometimes, but he has experience and he can hold down the team. Your 3 defenders for the season: Rudiger, Christensen, and Kozuma. That's a problem. Right there. United taking advantage that they have Kozuma right there. It's crazy in midfield. I think I like the combo between Kovacic and Jorginho, but I think in the future it has to be Kante and Jorginho. It will work better. And also, I don't know what Mason Mount is doing in this game, but I have a good feeling for me. I think Lampard will learn on the job.
Chelsea in with a chance. The ball crossed into the box. It's been headed away, and United break again. Anthony Martial, but great defending by Kovacic on this occasion. He's been silent sometimes in the game. Return to break things for them. Olivier Giroud waiting in the box. Well, it's a low drive.
It's Mount.
Mason Mount. Frustration written all over his face. In the 85th minute of this game. Well, this will be heartbreak of painful proportions for Chelsea.
For me, I've been saying it from day one. See, it's not possible at all that your best player for the past 5 years will leave you, not affected you, will not affect you. I'm not saying it because of this game. I'm saying it for long-term purposes. Hazard leaving Chelsea, it has to affect Chelsea. Hazard was the fufu in this Chelsea team. Hazard was that man that makes things click. If the team don't work well, and looking at last season, there are sometimes when Chelsea don't play well, but Hazard was that man that make the magic happen. There's no way that it's going to leave you, not affect you. Another factor, Hazard is leaving. You don't replacing him. You bring in Pulisic, Flabba, craziness. So I think they are going to suffer. There was a time I used that word suffer. Someone called and was like, "Stop, Chelsea will not fight in Jesus' name." I was like, it's not a matter of being religious right here. It's not a matter of calling Jesus right here. It's pure fact. When your best players get to leave, you get to suffer. But the question is, how long will you suffer for? Are you suffering for long? It's about short term. I think that's what's happening with Chelsea. I think they should just tighten their seat belt, go to China, or go to Alaba, or Gomuta Village, and buy like a iron seat belt and chill, because the summer for me is just starting.
They've had Marcos Alonso on the bench, Chelsea. They've also had Kennedy on the bench. We've seen a double substitution for United.
Yeah.
And they are balling, United. They've brought in Mason Green.
Just 17 years of age.
And in his place, Mason Greenwood, they've taken off Marcus Rashford. And they've also enjoyed the luxury of taking off Jesse Lingard for Juan Mata. And they look like they could score some more. Wan-Bissaka alone on the right. He crosses alley. Well, the strike is blocked. It seems it's the young introduction to this game.
For me, Chelsea's defense is fragile, it's frail, it's discombobulated at the moment. Any word I can use, I will use that to describe Chelsea's defending. They really have been not confident in themselves and their abilities anymore. They're in 6s and 7s at the moment, and Manchester United are just enjoying themselves, trying to capitalize. It wouldn't be a bad game to use to add to your goal difference. We saw Man City score 5 and concede none in their first game. +5 goal difference already for them. Liverpool with a +3 goal difference. As things stand, United with a +4 goal difference. And who says they will not like to add to that?
87.5 minutes. United 4, Chelsea 0. On a glorious, glorious evening at Old Trafford. United relishing this encounter. Chelsea looking for respect. They'll not get it now. N'Golo Kante on the right, pushing. Azpilicueta arriving and supplying a cross. Maguire getting there first. But Azpilicueta recollects. Finds Christensen. The domineering figure of Kurt Zouma. The Chelsea players looking for anything, battling for scraps. Cross from the left, it's headed. Oh, but only just. Pedro connecting close to the right upright of the hair. But even that, not good enough. United will savor this victory. 89 minutes played. United 4, Chelsea 0.
When we're talking about United, we can hype Paul Pogba, fantastic. We can hype Rashford 2 goals. We can hype Martial 1 goal. Hype the young man James coming in. But for one man that deserves to be hyped, I said in the first half, McTominay in midfield. I think this man made us not really miss the presence of the Majamatic in this game. He was everywhere. He played as the holding midfielder, but he's everywhere, making sure all spaces are covered. For me, I think after Pogba is my man of the match, McTominay right there. We saw him, like a glimpse of him when the other coach was still there. Right now, he's making sure he wants to like put a foot in this team and be a starter, and he's starting the right way for the first game of the season.
It's a 4th yellow card for Chelsea. It's N'Golo Kante who's the unhappy recipient of it. Suddenly gone in there and tripped the young Daniel.
Well, apparently not even the presence of N'Golo Kante can help Chelsea up the ante in this game. 90 minutes on the clock and they're still trailing. Looks more likely that United will score than Chelsea finding the back of the net.
Well, 90 minutes played, 4 additional minutes given. Can United increase their tally? Wan-Bissaka is constituting himself a nuisance in the Chelsea area. But United will keep the ball and continue to push and press. It's been a training spectacle in the last quarter of an hour. And Chelsea have found absolutely no response. Disappointment, heartbreak, and sheer, well, pessimism for the fans of the Blues. They are not used to starting their season in this manner. But they've been taught an expensive lesson here today. And United could make this worse. Martial is off. There is a reason why you pay £80 million for a defender. And Harry Maguire has looked untroubled and unruffled by every offensive thing Chelsea have thrown at him.
Well, we know how much magic and how much transformation Liverpool got by getting the quality of a certain Brazilian goalkeeper and then a phenomenal defender. They moved on from a side who had a leaky defense to a team that won the Champions League last season and were just 1 point adrift off the Premier League crown last time out too. That's what you can get when you get quality in defense. And well, in the past, United have had phenomenal defenders. You have Stam, one of those. You can call names of defenders who stood out and helped to inspire and propel United to their successful days under Sir Alex Ferguson. And right now, Maguire is trying to show that he's the one they do require to go higher.
We've played 2.5 of the additional 4. We're left with just a minute and a half. There's nothing to it. It's game over. But can Chelsea score 1? Not this time. Olivier Giroud caught a lonely, discomfited figure. I'm trying to go through the records to see the last time Chelsea went down by 4. And it doesn't happen every day. Certainly not against United.
Yeah, even when you want to capitulate, you don't want it to happen against your biggest rivals, and it just gives you that terrible feeling more when it comes against your rivals. And you know, for all the hype, several people have seen Chelsea as perhaps the third best thing after Man City and Liverpool in the quest for the title this season. But with a display like this one, it's difficult to have that much optimism if you are a Chelsea fan. However, I'm going to say it's just the opening day of the season. So much can be corrected after this.
Well, finally a shot from range, but De Gea puts a hand to it. Yet again, Emerson, well, on this occasion, Pulisic had supplied Emerson, who we've seen hit the post once in this game. And that has come late in this one, as the United fans chant, "We'll do what we want," and switch from that to "take me home," because the referee has ended this one as United fans change the tune again, and glory, Man United rents the air at the Theatre of Dreams. What a dream start to their season.
Well, Femi, there are lessons to be learnt here. Like Bucci said earlier during the course of this broadcast, it took a 3-0 defeat in the hands of Arsenal under Antonio Conte for him to come up with the theory of playing 3 men in defense, and that was the complete transformation for Chelsea. They went on to, get so much success with that formation. So there's so much that Lampard can learn from this in his quest to build the Chelsea side that will be the envy of their rivals. It's a defeat for them, but it's not the end of the world. They still have 37 more games to go in their quest to win the Premier League title, if that's what they want to achieve this season.
They can't win the Premier League title, leave this defeat. But I think it was a bad one for Chelsea. You don't lose 4-0, it not being bad. But thumbs up to United. They were not spectacular, but they are very, very clinical. Getting the goals at the right time. At the right time, I think the second goal was a killer in every way. It killed the morale of the Chelsea team. Looking at Lampard, he's coming onto the pitch. I think he has to go apologize to the fans. But they will understand it's his first game. And look at they're clapping for him. He's a legend. So I think they will understand big time right here. But the Chelsea need to learn. Lampard has a lot of job to do. One, he has to figure out the starting lineup and figure out players he can actually trust in the team. Because it's the first time he's coaching a big club right there. Well, United, thumbs up to them. Thumbs up to Solskjaer. Maybe, Femi, he might be right about letting Lukaku go. Though it's just one game. But with the signs we are seeing, with Rashford and Martial scoring goals, maybe there is hope. United fans right now, go chill. Go somewhere, relax. If you have babe, take your babe out, go and eat amala right here in Lagos. Don't take any alcohol, it's late. But make sure you take something good. Feel alright because your club just put you in the mood.
90 minutes of pain for Chelsea and sheer delight for United. It's all over. What an opener to endure for Chelsea. As United shout glory, glory all over the Old Trafford Stadium. The lines are buzzing and will oblige you. 01277 0993 01277 1993 01277 2993 and 01277 3993. And the lines are open to hear from you guys. We've lost the first call. Hi there, good evening to you. And guess who comes right back? Joe Baba, how are you doing, brother?
Very good. Good evening.
Welcome, brother.
Congratulations on your 25th year,
Thank you, appreciate it.
And 50 years, 7,500 years to come. Even at old age, you want to hear that, good commentary.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Nice job, Femi and The Gang. Something we need to call, even though I've not really, I must confess, I've not really been listening like before. But I listened to Bimbo and Emmanuel's coverage.
Yeah.
And somebody called. I shouldn't be reversing back. I should be discussing about this match. And I just want to say, the long and short of why I call is, please, Chuma, enjoy yourself as you are with us here in Lagos. Unfortunately for me, I am spending my last day in Lagos today.
What's happening?
Where they go? They don't deport you?
My brother, they don't deport me, go somewhere else. So
outside Nigeria?
No, very soon outside Nigeria, but still within Nigeria. I want to believe Chuma has been doing his best. I mean, for the couple time I've listened to him, especially I noticed the rhyme was not really coming up in this game. Maybe because he was not the one.
He was not the one driving, huh?
Yeah. But I want to tell him, if one person is not enjoying, thousands are enjoying.
Everybody get opinion, man.
Yes, everybody get opinion, but it's true. But I feel a lot of people are more enjoying than that.
That's a fact.
Even though his opinion is also, welcome in some instance.
It's not welcome.
What's it called? United did this one on Chelsea. They should calm down. I mean, we all knew Chelsea will suffer, but I hope they will get it right in one way or the other. You can't be allowing your mates to. You are just looking at your mate, hearing the news that they are signing players. You cannot do it. Good one for them that they brought in Pulisic and some guy that they called back. But I'm disappointed at that Tammy Abraham today. I mean, for all his hype, I hope this will not just be the last opportunity. Maybe like what he said, Giroud should be starting while Kami should be sitting down. Both of them should start, not Giroud sitting on the bench. Giroud is a senior player anytime than Kami. But for the back line, I am still shocking that David Luiz can cross from the blue to the red side. And then that man is one big lion that I don't even know. I know he can do and undo enough now too. I am looking at the scenario where Socrates is complaining or trying to control Luiz, and Luiz cannot calm down. But I hope that will not happen at Arsenal. Finally, I heard a CY call. CY should calm down. I mean, but I am challenging. This is Joe Baba today. I might not have this opportunity to call and talk. Joe Baba is saying Arsenal is challenging the title. Some Arsenal fans are saying we will make the top 4. For me, Joe Baba, Arsenal is not making top 4. One trophy is assured, but that title, Arsenal is challenging for 4th or 2nd. Thank you very much, Femi.
Thank you very much, Joe Baba. Appreciate your calling us. Interesting perspective. Let's take a few more calls. Hi there. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Femi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. This is Janet on the line.
Welcome. All right.
Happy. I'm so happy. It has been long I called Nigerian for him anyway. But I'm so happy that Man U won their match today.
Thank you very much for calling.
Guys in the studio.
Good evening, welcome.
Good to see you too.
Thank you, Gucci. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Really appreciate your call. So, the painful reality of Premier League football for Frank Lampard. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hi there. Talk to me.
Hello, good evening, Femi.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm Ezedum.
Ezedum.
Welcome, brother.
Good evening, Femi, and the beautiful man Nole.
Good evening.
You see, I am happy that my